Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Have you ever sat in front of your work, say a blinking cursor on a blank page, a task that needs doing, a subject that needs studying, and been distracted with a variety of unrelated things you could do instead? Suddenly you get the urge to bake a pie, or learn to skateboard, or build a spaceship. It seems like there's no one with more time to waste or more creativity than someone with a task they want to postpone. Today we have the top 10 people with way too much time on their hands making all sorts of crazy things. But before we get started, why not become an archivist today by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. If you end up enjoying this video, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. And in the comments section, tell us what you would do if time wasn't a factor.
Number 10. DIY Coworker. The way I see it, this person had a big task on their to-do list. So big that they might have maybe gone out to find some backup. On the way, they stopped by the office kitchenette to pick up some coffee because, let's face it, it was going to be rough. But wait, are those plastic cups? There's some tape in the office and a Sharpie. And ta-da! Hey, you could build a whole army of staff to do this task with these cups. They'd sit at their desks, even looking happy about it. Sure, it took longer to build this one guy than to do the actual task, but who cares? Number 9. The shopping list. This is the epitome of the dad joke. When your wife gives you a mundane task like the grocery list, you have two choices. You can either say, write the to-do list, or you can write a masterpiece. In a world where the fridge is a bit empty, one man, against the odds, took charge and righted a wrong. Your husband presents The Shopping List, starring Sorbet Top Milk, Holly Wholemeal Loaf, introducing the free-range eggs sextuplets, with a special guest appearance by Patsy Pineapple and the Satsumas, and live from New York, Charlie Cheesecake. If this woman didn't frame this shopping list, then she doesn't deserve him. Number 8. Office Space or Space Office. If you've ever seen Office Space, you know tensions can run high when you're around supplies, fluorescent lights, and other people. Also that people don't do much work at work. What you didn't know is that there's nothing like an office to get you thinking about space. Suddenly, you have a bunch of rubber bands, label makers, and other things around you, and you start thinking about your existence. And, well, this happens. Good on you, Paul. At least you're honest. Number 7. Going bananas. If you ever think about the phrase going bananas the same way again after seeing what this person with way too much time did, well, you're better than me. This brings a lot of questions up for me. For one, how many times has this person done this? Why is the banana not brown? Do they do this at lightning speed? How many other fruits have they done it on? But most importantly, why? Number 6. Forgot your phone? What happens when you're on the toilet and you forgot to take your phone? You get to thinking about your life decisions, that's what. Your hands are free, the elements you have at your fingertips are limited, and maybe you start thinking about what you want to have for dinner. As a result, you have, drumroll please, the Wendy roll. It only took way longer than the actual trip to the bathroom, and it's good and ready for whoever happens to come in next needing a life. Number 5. The Leaning Tower of Lunch Period. Great structures aren't always revered. Not all towers can be the Eiffel. But as far as leaning towers go, this high schooler was slightly pushing his luck during this extra long break when he decided to take what looks like every pencil in the building and make a tower so big and so dangerously close to falling, I can't imagine how anyone can keep their eyes off of it to eat their food. Number 4. On the clock. Considering how expensive this machinery is, nobody can be more surprised to see this guy than this guy's boss. Whatever kind of road work they were supposed to be doing here turned into a great game of tic-tac-toe, potentially, depending on how it turned out. This really gives the stereotype of construction workers doing more playing and sitting around than anything else. But come on. If there are stakes in the game, who cares? Number 3. Jell-O Bill. I'm not sure whether this was pre-scandal, post-scandal, or mid-scandal, but whoever decided to build a jelly shot Cosby face needs to write an explanatory article about why, how many hours and manpower went into this, and most importantly, if this was a PR stunt by the Jell-O company. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty cool, but it would be 10 times better if it only had my face on it instead, and probably much less creepy. Number 2, all that and a map of chips. When I look at our next boredom creation, I can't help but think how I would have come to this idea. I don't think it's quite as far-fetched as the Cosby Jell-O endeavor. Like, a rational person can totally find themselves mid-chip like, wow, how did I get here? See, the way I see it, this guy got into his pantry, picked up a large opened bag of chips, realized they were too stale to eat, and figured he couldn't just throw them away. That's wasteful. People recycle stuff into art all the time. Why not chips? And ta-da! Hours later, you have this masterpiece. Or the more probable explanation, they just have too much time on their hands. Number 1, Matt Damon. Now, this is something well worth the time spent. This person spent countless hours printing off and reframing photos of Matt Damon to replace the pictures in her house. Someone else alone in the house might have just watched Netflix, ordered pizza, overeaten, and been done with it. Worst case scenario, they throw a party. But not this person. They just saw the number of frames at their fingertips and saw an opportunity. Hey, thanks for watching our video, especially since you might have been doing something else that's actually productive. Just kidding. Watching Top 10 Archive videos is a great use of your time. So be sure to subscribe, click the bell to be notified of when new videos are uploaded, and please give this video a like. Oh yeah, and leave a comment before you go about what you do when you have too much time on your hands.